Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're getting into the lyrics from C5's visualizer for Lord Give Me a Sign.
Yeah, great track.
And what really struck us right off the bat is how raw and personal it feels.
Definitely.
It's this narrative of someone dealing with a lot money problems, relationship stuff, addiction, the works.
But holding on to faith through it all, it's quite the contrast.
Exactly. So our mission here is to unpack that, look at how people navigate tough times, the role faith plays, and maybe find some relatable insights for anyone facing challenges.
Sounds good. And that opening, the repeated, Lord, give me a sign, it just hooks you, doesn't it?
It really does. It sets up this immediate sense of looking for guidance when things feel uncertain.
And C5 gets really specific about the stressors. It's not vague. He mentions debt, issues with the IRS, feeling overwhelmed.
Right, like living beyond his means, conflict at home, even addiction.
Yeah, and things like a hungry child being short on rent, that dwindling money tree line, paints a very clear picture of multifaceted hardship.
It feels very real, very immediate, but then, almost in the same breath, you get these strong statements of faith.
That's the core tension, I think. You have the struggle, but then lines like, everything gonna be fine in due time.
Or the flower needing rain to bloom metaphor.
Right. And I got the faith of a mustard seed. And referencing Country Wayne, help is always on the way. It's this persistent belief, despite the circumstances.
So it's not just passive wishing, it seems quite active.
Exactly. Look at on my knees when I pray, no pause needed. That suggests like a constant direct line, no waiting.
An immediate reliance.
Yeah, and asking for strength just to make it through another day. It shows faith as this daily tool for just getting by.
Makes sense. And that line, lose the doubt, keep the faith, feels almost like a command,
Like a mantra, yeah. A reminder to oneself.
But then things take a turn later in the lyrics, don't they? Towards almost gratitude for the hardship.
That's a really interesting shift. Thank you for them challenges because they strengthen me spiritually, physically, and mentally.
It reframes the whole experience.
It does. It suggests the struggles themselves are building something, not just things to get past, but things that actually contribute.
And he mentions dark times fostering compassion and lots of empathy.
Right, which points to this transformative potential of going through difficulty. It can actually deepen your connection to others, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. You develop a different kind of understanding.
And then this idea of purpose emerges more clearly.
With lines like, this whole time you was using me to build a legacy.
Exactly. Like seeing a bigger picture behind the immediate pain and acknowledging past help you done got me out some jams reinforces that trust.
So even feeling alone becomes part of it.
Well, yeah, he says that feeling alone brought me closer to you. So adversity strengthens the faith connection itself. It's finding strength in the struggle.
Okay. And then towards the end, he circles back to asking for a sign again.
He does, but the feeling is different now, isn't it? It's embedded within all this resilience we've just heard.
Right. And the belief that everything going to be fine is still there.
And then bringing in Ecclesiastes, there's a season for everything. That adds this whole other layer.
Like zooming out.
Yeah, placing the personal struggle into this bigger universal cycle of life. Ups and downs are just part of it.
So pulling it together for everyone listening, these lyrics are a really potent example of, facing tough stuff while keeping hope alive.
Definitely. It shows how challenges can build resilience, maybe even empathy, and help shape a sense of purpose.
So maybe a thought to leave you with. Think about your own challenges, past or present. How might they be shaping your story, your legacy?
And what kinds of signs are you looking for or maybe even seeing along your own path? Something to reflect on.